TJC family, my name is Anya Dillard. I'm interested in being a part of this year's September Voters Matter training because when I started doing this work, when I started building a name for myself in the socio-political arena, I was only a 12-year-old girl. And at my age, at that time, Gen Zers were not being encouraged to voice their opinions in socio-political spaces, nonetheless being taken seriously when they contributed to conversations about voting, about politics, about agendas, about socio-political issues. And a large part of why I committed my life to advocating and mobilizing is to change that narrative. As we've seen, Gen Z is one of the most powerful demographics when it comes to voter turnout, when it comes to shifting the socio-political climate of our nation. And I think that now more than ever, we're seeing the opposition is becoming aware of this and is doing everything in its power to not only suppress Gen Z voters and millennial voters, to suppress marginalized voters. So many of the issues that we're seeing today, including the crackdowns we're seeing on human rights and women's rights, including the crackdowns that we're seeing related to the LGBTQIA+ community, the crackdowns and legislation we're seeing that correspond to book bans and minimization of educational access to resources, to information. All of these things are very much so, all of these things are very, very closely interconnected to the act of voting. Participating in trainings like this are extremely important because they continue to reinforce why connecting the grassroots to our elected officials is so important. They continue to reinforce the importance of Gen Z amplification in the socio-political space. It helps to bring young people at the core of the grassroots movements that we all know and love together to build stronger connections. These connections ultimately help to increase the longevity of our fights and our movements. And I think that that's something that is absolutely invaluable. It's something that I never turned down the opportunity to do. And I think that being able to do it in tow with the other members of TJC once again would be a massive honor and privilege, and it would be something that I would be extremely honored to be a part of.